Hey, let's talk about this Bixonic Expandora pedal. It was purchased by me originally in 1994, 1995, right when it came out. So this is an original version. This is not a reissue pedal. The controls are pretty straightforward and pretty simple. There's gain, tone, and a level control, basically a volume control. But what's cool about the pedal is it actually has like 3 different pedals in one. So you have an overdrive mode, a distortion mode, and what they call a crunch mode, which is really high gain. And if you look at the back plate, you'll see the different settings. So inside the pedal, there's just one screw to take that plate off, and then you can get a dip switch inside to change from your distortion, overdrive, or crunch. So it's pretty simple and pretty straightforward. If you take that back plate off, you're looking at in the upper right corner there, those little mini dip switches. Let's give this thing a listen, and you can decide for yourself. Okay, let's take a look at the mini dip switch inside. There are 2 little switches to it, and right now it is in the distortion mode with the number 1 switch down and the number 2 switch up. If I flip that, now I'm in the overdrive mode with number 1 switch up, number 2 switch down. Or if I flip the number 1 down, now I'd be in the crunch mode. So it's fairly straightforward and fairly simple to change between the modes. the repair work that was needed was to get at the potentiometers, which if you're looking at the back of the pedal, it's actually inside. So you had to remove the 3 knobs, the 3 nuts that hold the potentiometers there, but it's also holding the circuit board in place. And so there were 3 solder connections for the input and output jacks, and that needed to be desoldered, the nuts taken off the potentiometer, and then you could lift that out of there. However, once I took it out, I realized that I couldn't just clean the potentiometers the way you can on a guitar or something like that. So they actually had to be disassembled. And I don't have pictures of that. But if you look at the potentiometers, there are 4 little tabs that fold over. And if you unbend those carefully, you can take the potentiometer apart. And I actually removed it from the circuit board. So I disassembled the pots after removing them from the circuit board so I didn't damage the circuit board as I was trying to do this. Clean the contacts, clean the wiper inside of the potentiometer, and reassemble everything. So here's a shot of the circuit board with the, which would be the level control, desoldered and removed from the board. I thought I had video of this, but I couldn't find any of it. So I did. Removed all 3 potentiometers, disassembled them, cleaned them very thoroughly, reassembled everything, and resoldered it back onto the board. And so everything's working exactly as it should be. And then you remount it in there and solder in the input and output jacks, which remain attached to the case. So once all that was resoldered, we're good to go, and the pedal works as good as it did the day I got it.